Coulee Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN. Good evening and welcome to NAHL Hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network and FastHockey.com. Tonight is the regular season finale for the Coulee Region Chill as they host the Central Division's top team, the Austin Bruins. Tonight's finale on CRSN is delivered courtesy of
Empire Development. Southern Lights, the future is bright. America's best value in lacrosse. Festival Foods, your chill ticket outlet. Domino's Pizza in La Crosse and Onalaska. Beaver Builders Supply. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence. Econo Lodge Hotel in La Crosse. Radio 1 Broadcast School and Music DJ Service in La Crosse. And Quick Trip.
Coulee Region Sports Network. Chill Hockey on CRSN.
Here comes Lachenko. Left wing. Cross the line. Nice drop pass to Hendrickson. Shot! Scores! Faust to the blue line. Reese grab. High slot. Shot down low. Seaman and rebound. Scores! The Mac attack puts it home on the rebound. Another goal for Mac Jansen. So that second one on that same Shaughnessy. Rebound! Shaughnessy with a save! How did he make that save? Oh, Timmy Q that one up and sent it to the North American Hockey League. How did he stop that? Hendrickson crossed the line, gets back in there. Slot gets right back up, gets it, scores! Garrett Hendrickson with a nifty move from his knee. He goes around Page Scoop, sends it home over the shoulder, and it's 6-0 CRC.
Every time the pipe pings another goalie, here's Johnny's horn sing.
Now, here with the call of tonight's game from the Empire Development Beaver Builder Supply Studio at the Onalaska Omni Center. Here's Rick Frankie.
Good evening and welcome to Coulee Region Chill Junior Hockey. It's the season finale from the Onalaska Omni Center. I am broadcasting from the Empire Development Beaver Builders Supply Studio. And, of course, last night was out at Riverside Ice Arena with our good friend Jimmy Lilledahl, who is the voice of the Austin Bruins, a team that has enjoyed much success this season. Best record in the Central Division. Going to be hosting the Minot Minotauros in the first round of the playoffs. But we'll talk a little bit about hockey, but what I really want to get into is, something that, a broadcaster, sometimes needs that big break. And, Jimmy is a guy who's very passionate about the Bruins, much like I'm passionate about the Coulee Region Chill. You've had a little bit more to be passionate about as of late. And obviously, sometimes when we're calling a game, something happens in the game and we get pretty animated about it. And you had one of those situations against the Bismarck Bobcats who always get everyone's blood pressure boiling, right?
Yeah, they really did. It was an interesting situation. Driving back to the Twin Cities last night, got a phone call from ESPN LA, and obviously they got a hold of it, and they put it on Sports Center. So it is what it is. It wasn't the best way to be on Sports Center, but they put our link up on the site, and I don't know. It's pretty entertaining. I have a sense of humor, so.
Hey, we've watched it about 3 or 4 times each. Timmy Cope, our camera guy, and myself, and I'll tell you what, it's classic, and I guess it's going to take off. It may go viral big time here. It is on YouTube, and I'm going to play it for you right now. This is well, actually, I wondered where Brandon Wallen was last night, and this is the reason. Let's take a quick listen. This is the game in question. This is the Austin Bruins and the Bismarck Bobcats from Riverside Ice Arena. Jimmy Lilledahl with the call.
Oh my God, no! Wallen's jumped dead center! Oh no, they gotta save Wallen! It was a clean hit! 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 That's North American Hockey League, Bismarck and Austin. James Lilledahl was the announcer. He's no Jim Carr. It was a clean hit! It was a clean hit!
I think inquiring minds want to know, Jim, was it a clean hit?
Honestly, I mean, it's kind of funny. You try and ask people that aren't involved in it. In other words, they're not from Bismarck or Austin. And honestly, it's 50-50. I personally, I still believe that it was a clean hit. If it wasn't, I can understand it, maybe a 2-minute minor, maybe a double minor, but a 5-minute major, probably not.
And a suspension. Here's my view of it. Watching it on film, it's a clean hit. I was having fun with you. It was a clean hit, in my opinion. Obviously, the league didn't see it that way, as he was given the penalty and the game suspension. But this has blossomed into something that is a dream for a lot of broadcasters. You're on Sports Center, right, which is awesome.
Yeah.
And I guess I understand that you're in communication with Tosh 5.0. You're going to be on that show too.
Oh yeah, it's a possibility. One of my buddies was talking about it. I mean, maybe it'll happen, maybe it won't, but. I think a lot of it was just a frustrating night, for Brandon Wallen right now. He's trying to win the scoring title, something he's been in pursuit the entire season, 59 games to be specific. He's been pushing really hard to get that regular season title. It was his goal, along with to commit to UMass, which he has already done. So I think once it happened and you realized what was happening, you could kind of see the writing on the wall that they were going to give him an extra game, and he'll get an opportunity tonight, but I don't think he's going to end up getting
6 points, I think, is what he's got to get to tie the leader right now as far as the scoring leader goes. But he's had an outstanding season. And my favorite line in the whole thing is, somebody protect Wallen.
And it is. And I've gotten a lot of crap for that too, but it's just something, yeah, he did hit him, but again, we don't expect guys that are 5'8", 165 pounds to fight, but not obviously that wasn't the case. But obviously you could hear my concern for Wallen in the call.
It's clear.
But it was. One thing I will say is that if the Austin Boys Packer team was not playing in the basketball state championship that evening, and I was on AM 1480 KAUS, it would have been a much different call. Maybe that says something about me, but it shouldn't have anything to do with the amount of listeners we have. But. I kind of regret what happened. I really do. Although it's come out, and all I can do is react to it in a positive way. But if we could take it back, I do regret what I did.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and say that I've been passionate and I've gone a little over the top when I've said some things, when I've seen some things on the ice that I don't necessarily think are what should be happening. And I don't even think about the number of viewers or number of listeners. You had passion at the moment. You expressed that passion. It came out. Somebody recognized it. Hey, guys in the Central Division, the Paul Teeples, you're going to say that he doesn't go out there and give it all he's got in terms of his passion when he thinks something's wrong, even if I disagree with him most of the time. It doesn't matter. He's going to give his expression, and I love that about you, Jimmy, and I think it's a great thing, and I hope this takes off for you, because as a fellow broadcaster, I like hearing the passion. Yeah, maybe it's a little over the top. You're going to be on Jim Rome, I bet. Jim Rome's going to be playing that.
Yeah, it is what it is. Like I said, I kind of got to just go along with it, and it's something that happened. But it is kind of surprising also that I was the one to make it out of this division, because there are so many great voices and so many great calls that happen every night. I kind of feel bad that this is one that got the publicity, because it shouldn't have happened that way. But like I said, we have some good voices in this division, and things are said, and I was a little surprised that I was the one that ended up on Sports Center, but it is what it is. It could have been anybody.
Kudos to being on Sports Center, my friend. I think it's fantastic. Timmy Cope likes it too. In fact, he just had us take a picture with Jimmy before he breaks into the national scene. Now, it's very cool. You might even end up on Leno before he gets canned.
Yeah, if they want to take me on a vacation, they can do that. If they want to pay my electricity bill, I'll allow them to do that as well.
So what you're saying, Jimmy, is as long as this gets a little bit more money in my wallet, it's a great thing. Otherwise, I'm not so sure how I feel about it.
No, it's one of those things. Obviously, we do a lot for nothing, but we do it because of the passion. I firmly believe that's why I'm on this planet, to broadcast hockey games, and that's not going to slow me down. I'm going to keep picking up the headset, and I'll be calling a game April 12th and April 13th. So
hallelujah.
Yeah.
I hear you, brother. And just real quick before I know you got to start your own pregame there, last night was a pretty physical contest, 78 minutes and penalties, and got a little out of control for the officials last night. Good contest. You guys eventually get an empty netter, make it 4-2 the final, but game pretty tight down to the wire.
Yeah, it was, and all these games have been so fun to watch. They really have, regardless of the standings. You hear it every day. It doesn't matter where you're on the division. The teams always compete, and we've had a lot of close games between these two teams, and it's great energy, and it's great to be a part of it.
Jimmy, thank you so much for joining us in the Southern Lights pregame.
Thanks
Have a good call tonight.
Thanks for everything. Thank you very
All right,
much.
James Lilledahl, the voice of the Austin Bruins, joining us here in the Southern Lights pregame. And, of course, the Southern Lights pregame, the secret to Southern Lights success can be summed up in 3 words: selection, service, satisfaction. Southern Lights, 25,000 square foot showroom in Burnsville, Minnesota, the largest lighting showroom in the Midwest. This, your Southern Lights pregame. We're going to take a quick break during it here, and then when we come back, we'll take a look at the Coulee Region Chill starters tonight and some keys to the game. That coming up. This is Chill Hockey on the Coulee Region Sports Network and FastHockey.com.